Hello, I'm Sydney Johnston.
I'm Alex Carlson.
And we have two very special guests here to talk about the brand new Johnny Mac Coffeehouse. So, do you guys want to briefly introduce yourselves?
Sure. My name is Craig Blanchet. I'm a teacher here at Cathedral High School. I think specifically, Sydney, when you're talking about the coffee house, you're talking about me teaching 3 sectors.
I'm Kurt Freytag, also teacher at Cathedral High School, business teacher. The classes that I teach that are involved with the coffee shop are my entrepreneurship class and my accounting class.
Okay, so we're just going to ask you a few questions about the new coffee shop because I know a lot of people are excited. So first, who is Johnny Mac?
I'll take that one, Kurt.
Yeah, you got John.
John McCormick was a 1990 graduate of Cathedral High School. He went on to a teaching career, specifically at Franklin Central, where he was really instrumental, the main man, if you will, for starting a student-run coffee house at Franklin Central. So one of his professional claims to fame is getting a student business up and running in a high school at Franklin Central. Unfortunately, John McCormick passed away, and after he did, his family stepped up and decided they wanted to see more of what Johnny had done at Franklin Central here inside the halls of Cathedral High School. And that's sort of the birth idea, if you will, for all things Johnny Mac Coffee House.
All right. Now, how long has this been in the making?
Well, I know in my 3 sectors class, this is the 3rd year that we're studying one student-run coffee shop. Hopefully with Mr. Freytag's efforts, we'll actually be able to drink some student-made coffee this year. So I'd say about 3 years. Last year kicked off the real fundraising effort. As I stated before, the McCormicks stepped up with a large donation, and then last year the fund and need, if you will, at Shamrocction was all about the coffee house. So a lot of Cathedral alumni and people that go to Cathedral also stepped up to get the money going. Raleigh Landeros and Gara Schomer really put together all the construction efforts that needed to happen, and now they've been priming or tasking Mr. Freytag and his entrepreneurship classes and accounting classes to actually get the thing to produce some coffee.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work. So who's going to be running it, essentially?
Yeah, I'll take that one. So we're the plan is this is my first year here, and I kind of got jumped in to all this when I got here, which has been great. Who's going to be running it is right now we're going to do a soft opening for this semester, which means we're going to be open on day 1s only in the morning. The goal for the long term, from my understanding, is that we would like it to be open all day, completely student run. Just like it is we visited 2 different high schools during J term. We went to Carmel and we went to Franklin Central, the Johnny Mac Coffee House there, and we got to see how their operations were. And we're trying to get to be like Carmel, where they're open all day long and completely student run. Everything from orders to, if we run out of beans, it's their fault. So right now, like I said, we're looking at a soft opening on day 1. So the entrepreneurship kids are going to be the ones who are going to be the baristas, the ones who will actually be working the coffee shop. And then my accounting students who work C period are going to be kind of the behind the scenes, doing inventory, making the orders, checking the finances, setting up the schedules for the entrepreneurship kids. So they're kind of like in a more of a leadership role. And then the entrepreneurship kids will be the ones actually working the coffee shop.
So the students running it will be in your business classes?
Yeah, they're the ones who are right now in charge of inventory, keeping inventory. Like yesterday, they did their first inventory check because we've actually been using some cups and beans and stuff like that because we actually started training this week in the entrepreneurship class. So I had them go down yesterday and be like, all right, what are we missing? What do we need to order? And so that was their first time having that task, and it's something that they're going to have to get used to because they're going to have to do it on a weekly basis. We run out of, stir sticks. It's on them.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Wow. So a lot of people on deck, it sounds like. You said soft opening on day 1s in the morning?
Yeah, so we're going to be open 12 times this semester starting on March 6th. And this was a decision that came from higher up than me. I think the biggest issue that we've identified for the coffee shop is our schedule. Obviously, Cathedral is a very different schedule than most schools. Both schools that we visited were block scheduling, so they either had their kids every day or every other day. With our rotating schedule, it's kind of hard to pick a time. Are we going to be open in the morning, during lunch, all day? So we thought, as a leadership group, you could say that day ones would be best for the soft opening, and then kind of seeing how that goes, adapting that, and then next school year, hopefully we can grow from there.
Yeah. And is it going to be the same payment as like the lunchroom, the lanyard, and then it has a credit card machine too?
At first we were going to use the same POS system as the cafeteria, and then I don't know what happened. That's above my pay grade. I guess there were some issues, but we're going to be using a program called Toast for the POS system. But right now, kids are going to be able to use Apple Pay and credit cards.
All right.
Okay, one last question, then we'll wrap it up for time purposes. So, what will be served?
So we've got a lot of materials, but we got our first order in this week, and we can pretty much make anything Starbucks can make. But because of the soft opening and the training, and we want to make sure that we're efficient when we open, we're only starting with 7 things on the menu, 5 hot items, 2 cold items. I believe it's coffee, hot chocolate, hot tea, espresso, lattes for the hot, and then for cold we're going iced coffee and cold tea. Obviously, this is something that, after we're open 2 times, okay, we can add more to our plate, but we wanted to make it as simple as and efficient as possible when we first opened. But the goal is to be able to make any type of frappuccino, cappuccino, latte, anything. I know everyone drinks all kinds of stuff. That's our goal. Our competition is Starbucks. And, we want to be able to produce any drinks that people will want to desire. But we're starting off small because of our deadline with March 6th, and just trying to make the training as easy as possible. We'll probably add, I would say, a drink or 2 every time and update our menu and stuff like that. But the goal is to be just like a Starbucks, be able to order and do anything.
Okay, guys, well, you heard it here first. March 6th. I'll be there for sure. Thank you, Coach Freytag and Mr. Blanchet, for joining us today. And I guess that's a wrap on our podcast.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.